Hi, Mark Oswald, hosting a segment of Heart, Home, and Soul. With me this evening is Paul Descoteaux. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And I'd like to have you talk about an exciting networking program that you've instituted. In fact, you have one here in Londonderry.
We do.
Hometown Living.
Correct. And Hometown Living is a networking groups for professionals, which a little twist to it that most networking groups do not offer, and ultimately bringing the public into the picture as well. So we're very visible online, labeled within the respective towns and the town's name, living and .net or .com and within that, such as londonderryliving.net.
So if I'm a consumer in town and I want to contact a plumber or a realtor or a loan officer for a mortgage, I can do that online.
Absolutely.
Right.
Basically, it's one-stop shopping for any and all of your home needs, with a little bit of expansion on that. And ultimately, within that is the contact information. You can do it from a cell phone. Basically, if you queue into londonderryliving.net, looking for an agent, realtor, loan officer, plumber, whatever it might be, ultimately just click a couple of clicks on the cell phone, and the phone is ringing, and hopefully connecting to the party, the professional on the other end.
Okay, so that's to the consumer's benefit. If it's a service professional, if it's a dentist, a physician, an electrician, how do they go about joining?
Well, in the same manner, they can go to londonderryliving.net or whichever respective town they want to be a member of. They will see the different positions that are available there, what is currently open within that respective .net, that URL.
And for membership, there's some application or review process?
There's an application. Basically, the service provider, the professional, would fill out the application online. Within that, they provide additional information for the vetting process, so to speak. So ultimately, the opportunity would be there for the other members of the group, in particular the core, the heart of the group, to basically look into that individual and see whether or not they're a fit, and basically what type of reputation they have, so that ultimately, as a representation of Londonderry Living, the other members in the group want to protect their reputations as well, so that if it's not a known entity, somebody they've done business with before, some history there, then ultimately a little bit of investigation is done behind the scenes.
And how does the group function? Are there meetings? What transpires?
Londonderry meets on the first Monday of every month, with also basically the encouragement that the individual members of the group, in addition to the Monday night, to the once a month meetings, that they get together outside of those meetings as well and get to know their colleagues a little bit more, in the event they don't have some sort of knowledge of their reputation, who, what, and where, and how, and why.
So first Monday of the month at
the Coach Stop here in Londonderry.
Okay.
The Coach Stop happens to be a member of the group as well.
Right. Okay. And we can't talk about cost, but I know we've talked before, it's very economical.
It is. It is. Every group that you belong to, every professional group has some sort of fee attached to it, which they need to survive, understandable. And likewise, Hometown Living as a whole, as well as Londonderry Living themselves, is a monthly fee. And with the idea that ultimately you recoup the fees with referrals. And the referrals come, again, from the members of the group, or hopefully with the public knowledge of finding who you are on that click.
Terrific. So, I mean, there's 30 days in a month, right? Or
yes, there is.
Maybe 30, 31. Okay. Good.
So, yeah, $1 a day or something of that sort.
Yeah, it could be that inexpensive. Yeah. Terrific. Any other thoughts on?
No, just again, it's a great tool for the consumer to satisfy their needs. And ultimately, the chances are pretty good as the population grows in the different sites within the respective towns. There's a pretty good chance that the consumer is going to know somebody on there, and the idea being that they know somebody on there, and they may not be the service provider they're looking for, but somebody else in the group may be needing their services. If nothing else, they can reach out to the people that they do know within the group to get a little bit of a reference on the service provider they're in need of, or simply the fact that says, so-and-so's in the group, I know who he is, and if he's part of that, then ultimately I can feel pretty good about the group as a whole.
And for the professional, there's no competition. There's one position. There's only one plumber. There's only one electrician, and so forth.
No competing entities within a group, no competing service providers. So one plumber, one electrician, one realtor, one loan officer, one legal mind for real estate, one legal mind maybe for wills and the likes of that, personal needs and such. Maybe one of those legal minds for criminals and so on. Hopefully not, but and then again, the idea initially, the core of it is any and all needs associated with buying, selling, or maintaining a piece of real estate.
Right. So you mentioned Coach Stop's a member, and that's where the meetings are hosted. But I know from talking to you in the past, there's a local plumber, electrician, insurance agent, Mr. Steer.
Yep.
You know, so there's some prominent business people, professionals in town that are members. And as you say, it's one-stop shopping. You go onto the web, and there are people that are I think, well regarded, well respected.
Absolutely.
In terms of their business. So.
Any ease of contacting them, like I said, through your laptop, your desktop, or the way the world's living these days, and their iPads and their cell phones.
Terrific. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Londonderry, for watching. On the credits, you'll see information to reach out to Londonderry Hometown Living Network.
Londonderry Living.
LondonderryLiving.net.
.net.